So I'll take this down from a hanger. I know the size, and I simply will continue making my stitch, okay? And right here is a little tricky part. It's only from the first stitch here. See, normally these shell stitches are made out of 7, okay, and this first one is 6. And guess why? Because our 3 chain stitches here, actually this made with 2 chain stitch, which is okay at this case. It's not gonna show up on the on actual fabric, okay? This one is 2, and all of other 6 is made in this one stitch, okay? So these 2 stitches will count as 1 double crochet. So basically we still are making 7 stitches, but we needed to do the side stitch, okay? So we will count down 1, 2, and then 3rd stitch here. See, that's how it's made. Very first stitch here. See, we will count down 1, 2, and we will do our double crochet in the 3rd one. It was supposed to be 3 chain stitches, because normally double crochet equals 3 chain stitches on the side, okay, for the side. But in this case, it's not a big deal. When a diagram indicates so, it's okay to do it, okay? Now we have 2. This one, which was side, 1 double crochet, and we are doing our rest of the stitches, okay? Let me quickly, our rest of the stitches in that one exact spot, okay? This was 3rd one, and this is 4th, and this is 5th, and 1, this side stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5, now the 6th, and 7th stitch, okay? See, now that's what we've got. Okay, and let's take a look what our diagram tells us to do the next. Now what diagram tells us to do is to count 1 and 2 stitches on our chain stitch and make single crochet in the 3rd one. Okay, so that's what I will do now. I will count, see, 1, see, and here we already made the stitch. It's let me do it. Let me do the close-up. I hope I can do this. Yep, good. Okay, now see, here we have done the stitch already. Now we have to count 1 stitch and another one. See, 1 and 2, and in the 3rd one, and the 3rd stitch, see, 1, 2, it's not difficult at all. And the 3rd stitch we have to do single crochet. Now let's see what diagram tells to do next. Once we did single crochet here, now we have to count again 1, 2, and then 3rd one we have to do all 7 stitches. So we are gonna do our shell stitch and in the 3rd one. See, I will count 1, see this one, this is 1 stitch, 2, and this is my 3rd one, and I'll do double crochet here, and not only one, I'm gonna do 7 of them in the same exact stitch here. Okay, this was my second one, and this is my third one, and this is my fourth one. See that? I'm doing all in one stitch. Okay, 2, 3, 4, and now 5, and now 6, and now it's the 7th. Okay, now this one already is starting to look like shell stitch. See that? It's pretty. I love this stitch. I just love it. Okay, now let's take a look of a diagram. Now every single stitch we do will be the same. Now we did this one, okay, and when we count from this main stitch that we did our 7 stitches here, we will count 1, 2, and in the third one we will do our single crochet stitch. And now if you notice, once you moved away from the first stitch, all the stitches are the same, like we are repeating the same thing to the end of this row. Okay, nothing complicated, all the same. Okay, now this is the stitch I made 7, the stitch that I made my shell stitch here. Okay, I will count 1, 2, and this is my third one here, and I will do single crochet. Now I will again count 1, 2, and in the third chain I'll do the shell stitch, which is 7 double crochets in 1 chain stitch. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. See? And I have to repeat the same at the end, to the end of the row. Okay, now I have to count, see, 1, and then second stitch, chain stitch from here, and that's the third one. Now pay attention, I'm trying how I'm doing 1 stitch here, one not the stitch, one yarn here, see, and there are 2 yarns here, and that's where I will pull out my working yarn. Okay, sorry. Okay, I got it. All right, now I need to do again my shell stitch. So I did here single crochet. I will count 1, 2, and then the third one. So basically I'm repeating this. See, I'm leaving 2 yarns up and 1 down. Okay, and I'm pulling yarn and doing double crochet. This is second one and third one and fourth and fifth and sixth and seventh. Okay, and I'm going to continue repeating same thing to the end of the my chain crochet chain. Okay. Alright, I knitted some fabric here, and I believe I have 16 of these, and when I put it down on my hanger, I found out that I need 20 total, so 10 on each side. Okay, so that will go 10 on each side. That's how I know how big I need. See that? There are 5 here, and I'm just a little bit stretching them, okay, so it sits real tight on the hanger. So, and there will be also the bottom part. So this is 5 on the other side, and 20 total. Okay, and I repeated the stitch. And how did I repeat? That's really easy. See how I diagram shows just this empty crochet chain. That means that you might have to do 20, maybe 22. It depends how long is your hanger. Okay, you may need more for your hanger. So and you just repeat these stitches just like that. Okay, so we skip 2 chain stitches, and then we will do shell stitch, which is collection of 7 double crochet stitches, and all that 7 stitches has to be knitted in 1 single crochet stitch. Okay, I have 4. This one is 5th and 6th and 7th, and then I do, you see, I by the mistake I pulled out the yarn, so here is my back of the fabric, so I really don't have to do anything. I'll just leave it here on the back. It will stay there. Okay, now I will count 2 stitches, and I do single crochet, and that's basically what I am doing. I'm doing single crochet, shell stitch, single crochet, shell stitch. Okay, that's all about this pattern. That's all it is. Okay,